So now I've reviewed the Portwood again and the Virgin Oak. It's time to review the third and final Divergence whiskey that I got when I visited their distillery in Christchurch in July this year. So today we're going to review the Divergence Otago Pinot Noir Cask, a single malt whiskey. Let's do it. Welcome to Whiskey Whiskey, I'm John Chidgey. Please remember to drink responsibly, only ever in moderation and where and when it's appropriate to do so. If you are watching this on YouTube and you haven't already, please just take a moment now and like and subscribe and visit engineered.network/whiskey without the E to learn how you can support the show. Thank you. Now also, if you like the look of this polo shirt that I'm wearing, you can grab one from the Spreadshirt store. There's a link on YouTube if you like. The Otago Pinot Noir Cask here was Divergence's first ever released whiskey that was distilled through their stills in Christchurch. It's entirely aged in ex-Pinot Noir barrels, sourced from Maud Wines in Wanaka, just outside of the central Otago region. For those unfamiliar with New Zealand, the lower temperatures and higher altitudes in the Otago region on the South Island are ideal for growing Pinot Noir grapes, and the region is famous for their Pinot Noir wines. And my wife is an example of a huge fan of Pinots from that part of the world. I didn't go quite that far south. I got to Oamaru on this trip, which is roughly the same latitude, but Wanaka is way west of there in the mountains, and Oamaru is right on the eastern coast. So anyway, I digress. They note on their website that Divergence prepare and char their own barrels, and funnily enough, they've got several posts on their socials showing videos of them charring the barrels in their car park that I parked the car in. Literally, well, actually no, my son did, he was a designated driver, never mind. Literally, out the front of the distillery in the car park, they char their barrels in the car park because, well, I guess why not? The tour was pretty fun because at one point I was next to the exact still that all of these were distilled from. Honestly, that's pretty cool. A full-size bottle of this baby will cost you 95 New Zealand dollars. That's about 87 Australian dollars for a 700ml bottle from the Spirits Workshop Distillery website, plus shipping and import taxes, excises, and all that jazz. You know the drill. Okay then. It has no age statement on the bottle, but we know it's been aged for 3.5 years. And it has a 42% ABV. It is neither chill filtered, nor is it coloured. And it's considered to be part of Divergence's core range of whiskies. Now, their website has the following to say about their Pinot Noir cask offering. This reddish amber whiskey delivers a fruity aroma and a smooth yet complex and rewarding flavour profile. A uniquely New Zealand whiskey aged in iconic New Zealand wine barrels. Otago Pinot Barrel is set to become a mainstay of the Divergence family. Cool. The website tasting notes are as follows. On the nose, ripe cherry, hot cross bun. I like it already. Fig, blackberry, charred oak, chocolatey malt, and vanilla. On the palate, cherry, blackcurrant, raisins, vanilla, and baking spices, and for the finish, a sweet malt and soft oak tannins. Okay, well, after the virgin oak, I really hope they mean soft oak. Gosh, those are hard to open. Ugh. Seriously. So for colour, I'm going to say that is a amber, maybe a darker amber at most. And as for the legs, got some legs running. Reasonable pace around the back. Not super slow, not super fast. Let's see what we got on the nose, shall we? Ooh, red berry, red berry, red berry. Definitely cherry. Getting lovely whack of vanilla. Thankfully, the oak on this one is a little bit more tame. It's definitely there, though. I really wanted to have hot cross buns, but I'm not getting hot cross buns out of the nose. Maybe a slight malty chocolate kind of a... Nah, just malty. All right, let's have a go. So for the mouthfeel, you can almost chew on it. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's oily, not buttery. So a little bit oily, can chew on it. It's pleasant. For the palate, though, I'm definitely getting that vanilla. There is pronounced oak on it, yes, but it is far better balanced and quite delightful. It's not too bad. In terms of the red berries, is definitely getting cherry. They say blackcurrant. I'm not getting that. And the finish on it, it's got a nice, gradual, gentle burn on the finish. I'd probably say it's short to moderate. It's not super long, but it's also not... Yeah, it's probably on the shorter end of moderate. I mean, it is pretty damn nice, I've got to say, but I can't... just mentally, I'm comparing it, and I shouldn't, but I'm comparing it to the Portwood, you know? And it's a very different flavour to that, for sure. Okay, it's going again. I mean, I got to admit, I would say it tastes a little bit, only a little bit like a Starward Nova, because they're red wine barrels as well. But this has got it's a bit sharper and it's a bit bolder and there's stronger oak than I would get out of a Starward Nova. It is pretty damn good though, but honestly, it's not blowing me away. It's not blowing me away. Perfectly nice though, that's for damn sure. So where does this sit? Knowing that they are a craft distillery, in terms of scale, so for cost, therefore. So cost for this is very affordable for craft. If you're buying it locally in New Zealand, you either live there or you bring it home duty free, it's a 1. Otherwise, if you have to import it, plus shipping, it ends up being a 2, which is still affordable for good craft whiskey. But in terms of quality, I mean, I think I'm going to give this a 3. And I'm not entirely sure it's a solid 3. I would say that it's a low 3. It's definitely a 3 though. It's not blowing me away. It kind of makes me smile. Yeah, a little bit, definitely. But honestly, that would make it, so a 1 and a 3 makes it a green, you know, generally keeping some of these on hand. Honestly, the value for money is exceptionally good. Like, Divergence are charging good prices for their product, and honestly, and all of them are aggressively priced, even by New Zealand standards. The Australian dollar is worth something, like 10% more than the New Zealand dollar. It's really not much to it. But honestly, it's, man. Look, for now, that's it for Divergence, at least for me. I really, really enjoyed visiting their distillery and trying their entire range of what was available, and even the ones that weren't available. That was also fun. To some people that might look at it, it's a small industrial building that's packed with stuff all over the place. But to me, distilleries don't have to be all grandeur and massive, pretty historical buildings to make good whiskey. To me, it's what's in the bottle and what ends up in your glass. That's what counts. And I have to say, I do actually quite like their stuff. So, for me, like this offering, the Pinot Barrel and the Portwood, honestly, Portwood's still my favorite. And I'm excited about what they're going to come out in the future. And I hope that they continue to churn out nice whiskey. And I will be keeping an eye out for that cask strength New Zealand peated single malt. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for that one. That's going to be in coming months or hopefully not years, but it is what it is. Don't really know. Can't wait for that one, because that was brilliant. But until then, thanks for watching, and cheers. We'll see you next time. It's not too bad, eh? Don't mind it.